Hello everyone, I'm Sui. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I'm actually a bit nervous. Today, I wanted to share my genuine feelings as an owner of the Yangwang U8, having driven it for over 7,000 kilometers in the last 8 months. I want to clarify that I have no partnerships with Yangwang, so please feel free to watch. This review is from a real user's perspective. Did you notice? I looked a bit pale earlier. It's been too long since I filmed a video, and I even forgot my lipstick. I'm too lazy to go back and get it, so let's just go buy one. Okay, done. Do I look better now? I hope so. Some of you may have seen my previous U8 video when I first got the car. Initially, the car was slightly different from what I expected, but now I've been driving it for over 8 months. Let's see if my opinion of this car has changed or if I will contradict myself. After all, this is an expensive domestic car. I want to share my perspective as a car owner, hoping it will be helpful for those who are interested in this car or considering buying it. This review aims to provide a reliable reference. I'd be interested to know what you think it costs. Recently I also asked a used car dealer about its value. It's a 2024 model with 7,000 kilometers. The initial price was 1.2 million yuan, plus over 90,000 yuan in taxes and 10,000 yuan for insurance. My car is in its original condition with a car wrap, making it a very well-maintained, on-owner car. Especially for a lady owner. However, the dealer said they would sell it for about 900,000 yuan. I think this is acceptable and pretty good for resale value. Yangwang doesn't sell unsold inventory cheaply to dealers, who then sell to customers at a lower price. This would cause chaos in the market. This is why its price remains high, but the used car dealer later said if they were to buy the car, it would be about 700,000 or 800,000 yuan. I wonder if they are trying to scam me or if that's the market value. If you know, please tell me. But I feel this car's head-turning rate is still very high. From the time I bought it until now, it has only increased. Driving this car makes people respect you for some reason. So, the U8 has consistently given me very high emotional value. Whenever I drive it on the road, many people ask if I work in business. I thought this was strange, and then my sales rep told me that 70% of the U8 owners are business owners. That's why it gives off such an impression. Someone said that if you drive a Land Rover, people know you're rich, but if you drive a Yangwang U8, they don't know how rich you are. Whenever I get in the car, I think that Chinese luxury cars are really well equipped. This car comes standard with electric pedals, while other brands at this price point charge extra for them. One thing I must mention is the A-pillar. Honestly, it's the largest and thickest A-pillar I've ever seen on a car. It actually does block the view a little, so if you buy this car, you need to adapt to it. However, it does give you a very strong sense of security. Another thing I like as a Yangwang owner is that this car often receives over-the-air OTA updates with new features. Although the number of these cars isn't large, Yangwang has never stopped updating or improving the vehicle. As a car owner, I'm very happy with this. However, after driving it for more than 8 months, there are a few things I don't like. First, the car has a start button, which gives a sense of ceremony. This is good, but people who have driven electric vehicles know that if your car has a start button, sometimes when you forget to turn off the car and lock the doors, it will turn off automatically. However, this car doesn't. When I forget to turn off the car, it doesn't remind me, and I just lock it and leave. A few times, the car almost stayed on overnight, but luckily, the app reminded me to go back and turn it off. Another thing is the car's fridge, which is located in the center console. So I feel the storage space is not very large. I don't dare to put too many things in this car. If I put things, I can only place them here, but they might fall and it looks messy. Although there is some space underneath, it's not easy for me to access. The best position for the fridge is in the back, and this area should just be a normal center console. Also, this car's Dynaudio sound system is fantastic. However, when you connect to Bluetooth, the sound quality is good but not outstanding. To fully experience it, you need to use its dedicated Dynaudio app. The sound quality there is amazing, but there are not many songs on Dynaudio. I would like to suggest that Yangwang update their music library. Also, this car still doesn't have a Sentry mode, despite it being an expensive car, so let's hope they OTA it soon. Let's also take a look at the back. I said this when I first got this car, this is a car made for luxury, and the current back space is not that big or even a bit small. But I suddenly remembered that this car still doesn't have Sentry Mode OTA. After all, it's such an expensive car. I really need it to OTA it soon or I'll be a bit worried. Let's take a look at the back. When I first got the car, I mentioned it should be a luxury version. But the rear space is not that big, and is even a bit small. But a surprise came, as many people have been posting the Yangwang U8 photos recently. It is said it will be launched soon. I was probably one of the first to say that they should release a luxury version of the U8, a UAL. But luxury cars have to have a longer wheelbase. Yangwang, you could make a family-friendly UAL. I don't think they made this car because of my suggestion. I think it is just a coincidence. Another good thing about the back is the ability to fold the rear seats flat. And when going out, putting an air mattress here should be comfortable. And you can fit quite a lot of things here. The four-wheel independent drive function is indeed a great technology. When I first got the car, the in-place turning gave me a big emotional uplift. However, I later discovered this function didn't have a lot of use in everyday driving. It's more for show than function. Until they OTA updated the four-wheel independent drive parking feature, it has become much more convenient for different types of parking. Let me find a parking spot to show you. The operation of this function is also very simple. Press the automatic parking button, and make sure that the four-wheel independent drive is activated. It will automatically recognize parking spots, and you can see a four-wheel independent drive logo above. Press the parking button and release the brake. And it will operate automatically without me needing to do anything. It's now turning inward. I wonder if it will perform a perfect parallel park. It will automatically choose the most suitable way based on road conditions. Okay, it's about to perform a perfect parallel park and it has found the perfect position. You can see it has calculated the angle. Although I've tested this many times before, every time I test it, I feel it's very magical. It completely breaks your normal perceptions. The whole process is also very fast. Now let's talk about the driver assist system. Currently the Yangwang U8 only supports highway driver assist. The urban assist is said to be rolled out nationwide by the end of the year, and currently it is only supported in Shenzhen. This highway assist system can smoothly overtake, change lanes and identify obstacles, etc., but it is relatively conservative and requires a large safety distance. I personally suggest it could be more aggressive. Regarding energy consumption, BYD only supports checking energy consumption for the past 50 kilometers. I tend to drive quite aggressively, and in a fully charged state, the average energy consumption for the last 50 kilometers is 28.8 kW, equivalent 0.23 yuan per kilometer. In a depleted state, the average energy consumption for the last 50 kilometers is about 10.1 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers or 0.94 yuan per kilometer. Given the weight of the car, and it only needs 9 octane gasoline, I'm quite satisfied with the energy consumption. A top user has even managed to drive it with a fuel consumption of 4.1 liters per 100 kilometers, which is truly impressive. Recently, I saw a picture of a Yangwang U8 being re-rented online. It seems the U8 only sustained rear bumper damage, while the brick behind it was completely wrecked. I think it is very safe. When I first got this car, I didn't think that the U8 was a true luxury car. The driving experience was quite rough, and it didn't handle the road conditions with much refinement. However, later, I don't know if it was because I got used to it, or due to the numerous OTA updates, or because I adjusted the tire pressure, I feel it handles bumps on the road much smoother now. But I also know that talking about data on a body-on-frame car is pointless. Therefore, I really want to say to Yangwang, why not release a version without the body-on-frame and with a longer wheelbase? It should be a real luxury U8. If not, everyone give me more than 30,000 likes. And if Yangwang does release a family-friendly version of the U8 without the body-on-frame, then I will buy one. I will make a video comparing it with my Range Rover and Cullinan. And it's up to you if you want to watch this video. If you would like to see it, then give this video a like. If you ask me what I'm most satisfied with after buying this car, besides the car itself, which is not bad, the service provided by Yangwang is really excellent. There is nothing to complain about. In my owner's service group, there are 16 staff members. And every time I have a question, their replies are very fast and professional. It's not like after buying the car, they don't care about you anymore. What impressed me most was when my car needed its first maintenance. I was in a city that didn't have a Yangwang dealership. The staff from Yangwang Qingdao drove hundreds of kilometers to that city to do the maintenance. And the entire process was very professional and clean. They photographed everything they did, which made me feel very assured. This level of service is comparable to Rolls-Royce. My uncle has a garage full of Rolls-Royces, but his city also does not have a Rolls-Royce dealership. And every time, the Rolls-Royce dealership staff would drive all the way there to do maintenance for him. I didn't expect Yangwang to also have this level of service, and it's a great service experience. So, that's something I appreciate about the car. Finally, I would like to discuss something practical, and that is about who is this car most suitable for. First of all, I think this car is more suitable for people who like technology, support domestic products, and are willing to spend money on it. Buying this car is also more suitable for long-term owners who have given it careful consideration. According to my observations, many people buy this car to symbolize their status or as a large toy. They've had success and want to support the domestic industry and satisfy their patriotism. I'd like to further discuss with you, what is the significance of this car? You can share your thoughts in the comments section. Firstly, I think the car had the courage to set such a high price, and most people accept and recognize the price. Also, some consumers are willing to pay for it. It's like it enlivened the whole market. I feel it's a good reflection of the development of China's auto industry, and that we have been focusing on the technology over the years. Secondly, this car also demonstrates that although our auto industry developed late, many of our technologies might become the model for foreign car manufacturers to emulate. This shows that our auto industry has made great progress. After buying this car, I've seen many discussions online, including many friends asking if BYD can become high-end. I'd like to know your opinions. Can they? If yes, type 1, if no, type 2. In my opinion, greatness is not built in a day. A successful brand requires time to accumulate, and it needs to have a determined commitment to success. From what I see, Yangwang is developing in a good direction, because it has the technology, the service, and they also listen to customer feedback. The direction and goals need to stay constant. If they persevere, there will definitely be a good outcome. Okay, I guess that's it for this video. I hope I have given you some help and reference. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.
See you next time. Bye B.
Let me gently pull my hand away from yours. Let me gently pull my hand away from yours.